Alright guys, a little bit of a different video today. This one's not Blender related. This is actually one for other YouTubers that use Davinci Resolve. So there's a bit of a workflow that people usually use when they're making videos for YouTube. In Davinci Resolve you can create markers, and you can give these markers the names of the chapters that you want to be used in YouTube. So you can paste them into your YouTube description and it's going to create the chapters for you automatically. Now at the moment in Davinci Resolve it's a bit tricky to do this, because what you have to do is come into the index on the top left hand corner. It'll list all the chapters you've got, and then you can choose to export it into a CSV file. And then once you get the CSV file, you've got to edit all of the timestamps so that you don't have the frame numbers on. You've then got to modify which data is shown in the CSV file, and then copy and paste it in 2 separate goes, and then insert all of the hyphens in. So it's an absolute nightmare. So what I've done is, because I can't be bothered with that, that's too much trouble, I've actually made a little script and I've made it available on Gumroad, really cheap, incredibly cheap in fact. I've just put a little price on it for the only reason I'm trying to save up to buy my mum a house. But anyway, so if we come into the workspace and we open up the console, what we can do is then come into here, workspace, scripts, and then I've created 2 scripts that you can use to automatically generate the text for you. So you can either do it for all markers, or you can do it just for the blue ones, the default colour. So I'll do it for all markers because I've got multiple markers in this project. And then straight away, it's printed out all the chapters for us, and then all we need to do is just copy and paste these directly into the YouTube description. And that's it. So there's no more messing about getting your CSV file out, editing it, etc, etc. So get it from Gumroad. It's incredibly cheap, and it's going to save you an absolute massive amount of time. And just for those wondering, I know you can actually come over here into the Davinci Resolve. You can output directly for YouTube. So there is a YouTube export, but the problem is, if you do this, you can turn on chapters from markers, and it's going to basically, when it uploads it to YouTube, it's going to populate the description with the markers. But the problem is, the workflow most people use for the highest possible quality when they're creating the MP4 files is to export instead to a higher quality, such as, for example, I've got here DNxHR HQX 12-bit. That's going to create a high quality movie file, or .mov file, which you can then encode in Handbrake, and it's going to give you massively better quality video. And also the file size is, on average, probably around about 10 times smaller. So that's a really common workflow, and that's the reason I've made this tool in the first place. So grab it on Gumroad, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.